game-winning touchdown drive. Travis Etienne, frustrated for much of the night, makes his second electric play as a receiver. What a battle.
These teams wanted a chance to prove themselves, and John Simpson, the left guard, overwhelmed with emotion, one of the captains of this team. This is what you play the game for. This is what you hope to be able to get on a stage for these kind of games. And boy, Fields and Dobbins played their hearts out.
You love to see the great teams tested. How will they respond? Clemson answer tonight. Let's go down to Maria.
Well, Coach, your offense had to march all the way down the field to get you the 6-point lead. Your defense had to step up to preserve it. How would you describe the poise you just watched in your team?
What you just said. Defense had to get a stop, and we had to have it, and they got it. And then we came out there with 3 minutes, and we said, hey, let's go win the daggum game, man. I mean, let's make some plays. We've been saving that little play action to Travis the whole game, and just felt like it was the right time to call it right there. And it hit. So, man, first of all, this is how a championship game ought to be. I mean, unbelievable, the favor of God, first of all glory to God, but also the heart of Ohio State. I mean, what a football game. It's a shame somebody had to lose that game. I told Ryan, I mean, that Ohio State team, what an unbelievable game. The quarterback, the back, I mean, just those guys played their hearts out. But in the end, our guys showed what they're made of. You know, they got the heart of a champion. They got the eye of the tiger. And, man, the favor of God was just with us tonight. And I mean, just unbelievable. Amari, been silent the whole game. And, man, I kept telling him, I was like, I'm telling you, you're going to make a play. And then I also, right before that last one, I told Nolan Turner, I said, don't be pouting. I said, you're going to make the interception to win this thing. And, I mean, it's just amazing to see it end like that. I'm just so proud of our team and our staff. Hard-fought game. We hung in there. You know, we're going to New Orleans. I guess we're playing LSU. So, let's go.
All right, it's 29 straight wins for this guy, Dabo Swinney. Congratulations, Coach.
Hey, thank you so much. To God be the glory.
Tom?
Thank you very much, Maria. Trevor, as we stood here, you just looked around, shook your head, trying to process what had just happened. How would you describe those last 60 minutes?
Just the fight, this team didn't play great, didn't look pretty, but just find a way to get it done. And I wouldn't want to do this with anyone else. And I have Ephesians 3:20, and it says, God can do immeasurably more than any of us can because of him within us. And that's just so true. I mean, all of us, me, what we did tonight, it ain't us. You know, it's about this program and who we are and just our brand. And, you know, it's more than about football, but I really love this team.
Your message to your guys when you took the field for what turned out to be the game-winning drive, what was it?
Let's go win it. Love you too, bro. Let's go win it. We were built for this. That's what we're waiting for. We get a chance to prove ourselves. Let's go do it. And there was no doubt. I told them, I love y'all. Let's lay it all out here right now. So that's all I said. And, I mean, just...
Down 16-0. What was the turning point in this game?
We just playing sloppy, things that we don't usually do. And I mean, I think offensively and defensively, we both kind of got together separate and said, let's turn it on. You know, we played about as bad as we can play. Let's get it going. And just from then on, we just had each other's back. You know, offensively, we didn't play great at all in the first half. And defense kept holding them, even if it was just a field goal, just kept holding them. And I mean, you see some of those drives, they had 3 field goals. If one of those was a touchdown, I mean, it's a way closer game. So it's just unbelievable.
Finally, real quick thought. The narrative all season was Clemson hasn't been tested. How'd you pass this test?
Shoot, we got tested. I think we passed. So we got one more left.
Well done. Well done. Isaiah, you heard that last question about how this team was tested. What did it take for this defense to rise up?
The main thing I would say is definitely just heart. Without heart, none of this would have been able to be possible. And it just shows the fight that our guys had. Nobody gave up. Nobody lost sight of what we wanted to do, even when we faced adversity, even though we haven't seen anything like that all year. So also just the leadership. The leadership helped out a lot, too, just with the young guys and just helping them get their minds right to be prepared to what we had in front of us.
Go and celebrate with your guys. Congratulations, Isaiah.
Sir, thank you.
Another reminder that Lawrence, until tonight, had never taken a snap as starting quarterback with his team behind. The 94-yard touchdown drive, delivers another shot at a title. It'll be the tussle of the Tigers, and Clemson is going to take the field in New Orleans. 741 days since their last loss with a 29-game streak. Sign me up for that one. Clemson on LSU.
Yeah, that'll be a great game. And I don't think we've been talking about it here. I don't think we could have asked for much more from these two teams. They played great. Both of them got into some uncomfortable areas and showed a lot of fight to be able to get back eventually in a position to win the game. And even Ohio State, they weren't out of it really until that final interception.
A lot more post-game coverage, reaction here in Glendale. We'll talk about the Tigers versus the Tigers in NOLA. The post-game show is coming up, but let's go to Scott Van Pelt in our studio. Scott?